created. All right, welcome on board, everybody. And this is starting today, being the 1st of August, and it's going to end on Monday, 31st October 2022. What is the expectation of everybody? Now, this 90 days is to at least make the last person that will be joining us here to have made their first million over these 90 days. And that is why you see the roadmap saying the road to earn $2,000 to $10,000 in the 90 days challenge of MetaForce. Now, we are going to be showing you the blueprint of how this can actually be achieved and what actually are we going to be doing in the next 90 days. So this presentation now is going to be showing us the exact roadmap to that 90 days platform. So we are going to be looking at MetaForce. Everybody knows MetaForce is a global decentralized ecosystem whose members help each other to achieve the well-being. But what I'm going to focus now, before we call on other people, is to focus on the roadmap now. And the roadmap is actually how we can actually earn this $2,000, that is 1.2 million in 90 days. That is the least person that will be coming in should be able to earn this money. So let's go into the roadmap details. What is the roadmap having for us? Now, in the roadmap, we have this level 1 to level 12. And in the roadmap of 90 days, we want everybody that is going to start up this 90 days challenge. So even if you are starting with us today with level 1, you should, at the end of the 90 days, get to level 12. And I'm going to be showing to you tonight how this is very possible without you even stressing yourself, without even you like giving up. Now, this is very simple. All we needed is what? The strategy. And I'm here to open to us the strategy that we are using for this 90 days challenge. Now, if you look at this, you can see the first level is S6. And what we mean by X6 is just that the 6 people are under your account, and these 6 people are formulated by the community. What do I mean by community? Number 1, we have your upline, the person that introduced you to the business. We have you, and we have people that fall under you, either spillover or the people that comes directly from you. Now, these are the community. We call them ecosystem in blockchain. And these are the one in every X6 that formulated this. And once they appear under your structure, you get paid. Now, if you look at this very well, we all know that the people at this bottom are the ones that are going to be paid to our wallets. So what are we about to do in the 90 days? For those that have already registered, this is for you. Now, the first thing we have is, if you look at this structure very well, we are starting from level 1. So if you are the first man on the tree and you want to actually achieve this roadmap, what you just need to do is, for the first man, you need to fill up your level 1. And that is 6 people will actually fill up your level 1. So that is your first responsibility, to ensure that you fill up your level 1. So this can actually be done. You can get your 6 people within 7 days. And that is why you see there was a message that was posted in the chat group of WhatsApp that you should be able to sign up at least in a day 1 person. So let's assume that you are able, over the 7 days, you are able to bring in 6 people. That can start you being the top man. You want to take over your position and you want to run this 90 days challenge. You should be able to bring in 6 people that can start with the beginner's package, which is just $5 DAI and $2 Matic. Now, with the currency rate, exchange rate now, with 5,500, somebody can start with that. So if you are able to get the 6, what are now your responsibility? Now, let's look at the next challenge. This is where our 90 days challenge starts. Now, the step 1 says, in 7 days, bring your 4. Now, let's go back to that part. People need to understand, why am I bringing in 4? Now, if you look at the first U that is up here has 2 people directly under. Then after these 2 people, it has 4 people under. So the U starts from this particular person. Already, I have brought in 6 people from me being the first man. So what happened to the next person? The next person is coming this way. This is you. Now, this you here already has 2 people under. So for me to fill up my level immediately is once I bring in 4 people, I will fill up my level 1 immediately, which means everybody just need to bring in 4 persons to fill up their metrics. So with 4 people, I can actually fill up my metrics, and filling up my metrics, I have completed level 1. And that shows to us that in a week, which is 7 days, I can actually get 4 people that will start up my 90 days challenge. So for everybody that wants to start up their 90 days challenge, they need, if you're taking the responsibility as a leader, you need to bring in 6 people. Now, if you're taking responsibility as a member, you want to start up the 90 days, you need to bring your 4 persons. Now, if you are able to bring your 4 persons, what is the next thing to do? Now, in the 7 days, bring your 4 people. Guide those 4 exactly how to start their business through digital skills, video, train them, personal mentorship. You open up, you follow them up, ensure that you are able to answer all their questions. They can do the business. They understand the business very well. You get them materials about simplicity, how the system works. If you can do all of this, then these 4 people are granted for the first week you have actually recruited them. So once you recruit anybody, your work is to start working with them for the next 7 days. Now, one of the challenges that we've had in the past with the number of people that are already on board and with the results we are getting is because many of us are just going out there to keep recruiting without working on the people we have already recruited. And that's going to be a big problem, that many people will just go out there, keep working, and at the end of the day, they won't get the results. In this, our 90 days challenge, I'm going to show you where you need to rest, where you need to work. What are you supposed to do? So the step 1 says, your step 1, that is the first week of our 90 days challenge, is when you can go all out. I mean, all out, to ensure you are able to get either your 6 or your 4. So let's assume this person is starting from 4. You have been able to get 4 people on board. Now, your responsibility, definitely more people can come. You can actually help them by growing this, your 4. But your first responsibility is that these 4 people that you have recruited are already getting used to the system. You train them, you give them all the tools that is being needed. With these 4 persons, you can actually hit level 12 in 90 days. Let's go on. Once you are able to do this, now let me tell you one of the things that you can actually use to get these people. Everybody are on WhatsApp. We all use phone. We have a smartphone. I'm very sure before you can be watching me tonight, you have a smartphone. But there's something that we don't actually understand how this works. Now, let us look at this blueprint of this content. And if you go to our channels, we're going to be uploading. That was why we said that particular channel, go and subscribe. Tell your people to also subscribe, because we're going to be posting some free stuffs there whereby you can actually go there and watch and get yourself tools that you can actually use to grow your business. Now, look at this. If you want to start up conversation, we have broadcast message, we have WhatsApp chat. At least everybody here has at least 20 persons on their WhatsApp. Now, if you start with how are you? Hi, social friends, long time, my friends. Tell me about your current job and what do you do for a living? Now, if you look at this, now the question alert is that I was looking for an extra income option and I come across something that blew me away. Now, and somehow I thought of you and becomes my partner. Let's have a Zoom call, WhatsApp call, and 3-way calls. Now, if you look at this, we talk about Zoom calls, WhatsApp calls, and 3-way calls. Now, you have somebody that register you. That person knows better than you. So that person actually knows better than you. Now, if you look at that person has something that you don't have. One, that person can take you to the Zoom call, because like you are here tonight, many of us are here without our downlines. Many of us are here without our prospects, and that is not supposed to be. So imagine you are here with your downline. They also are listening to the same thing. This is how you can actually bring them. So if you have 20 people and we are having our 90-day challenge, you are able to use this simple text message to actually bring them on board. By the time they start listening to us, because after today we are doing the opening, we're going to be giving them pure messages about how the business works, and nobody is going to join our 90-day challenge Zoom webinar that won't sign up. So if you look at this short message alone, they will be eager to like, okay, let me give it a try. Let me come and watch what they're about to say. Now, if you're able to drag 20 people over the webinar, and like we're going to be having this particular webinar hosted again on our YouTube channel that you can actually send to them. Now, okay, you miss it. Okay, take and rewatch. By the time they watch it, they will surely be interested. Now, that is how to get your 4. And there are other content that we're going to be showing to you in the free video that will be on the channel that you can actually watch and gain more content on how you can actually get these people. So that is exactly what you will practice to get your 4. And the same thing, your 4 will also practice, because everybody have their different social capital. So let's look at that. After you've done that, what is now the next thing to do? So we've passed the first 7 days. So in the next 7 days, it's time for you to be seriously take those 4 people into action. You know, many people, after we've recruited our downlines, we abandon them looking for another set of people. When we get them on board, we abandon them. We are looking for another set of people. And that is why we are not getting the results. You know, the first set of people that you have already, some of us here, you don't even need to go and look for any other person. Just take those people on board, serious, coach them, guide them, give them everything they need. They are alone. They alone can take you to where you actually want to be. So let's talk about the next one. Support them to bring their 4 also. Support them to bring their 4. So your member now should all move to level 2, because if you look at the structure, by the time they also are bringing their 4, all of them will have what? Completed all of their levels. So once they move to 2, imagine all your 6 move to 2. Definitely, they will have circled you out of level 2. You will be in level 3. So you now be waiting for them to also come to level 3. Now, they also are going to do the same thing. So that comes to your step 3. So you are already in the 3rd week now. So on the 3rd week, that will be on the day 14. For the next 7 days again, you want to start the 3rd week now. Your purpose is to supervise. You know, you have your 4 have been able to bring their 4. So the next step is just for you to supervise and ensure that you duplicate exactly what you do in step 1 and step 2. So you now be coaching them. This is how I take you. Then you also should be able to do the same thing. Once you pass that process, it becomes a standard. It becomes a system. And once you have been able to lay that system on the ground, they also follow. They also want to give another person that same system. And you ensure that they attend seminars and Zoom calls with your teams and prospects. So once you also adopt that process, that they are coming to seminars, they are attending Zoom calls, then now they also will be able to also bring in their 4. If you look at all of this, it's very easy within the next 7 days for me to bring 4 people that they will be paying 5,500 each. We are not even talking about higher levels. We are talking about level 1. Now, organically, I'm talking about reality. So step 4, that is the 4th week. On your day 21, and for the next 7 days, which is going to mark the 4th week, that is a whole month. Now, if you look at this, at the end of the month 1, which is August, if you start from level 1 and you are not in level 5, then you should be checked. Because if you follow all of this, today is still 1st. Now, by the time your 4 are duplicating the same thing, they are duplicating the same thing you are doing, you being the supervisor of your team, exactly how you did it on step 3. Now, your 4 members are ready to move to level 4, and you will already be in level 5. And then you can now start a luxury lifestyle. Because once you hit level 5, just imagine we are growing from level 1. Now, if you look at this system automatically, you will have rolled out level 1 4 times. Imagine you have rolled out level 2 3 times. You have rolled out of level 3 maybe 4 times. Level 4, 1, and you are now in level 5. Just calculate that amount alone with just coming in to start with 5,500. This is the 90 days we are talking about. So in week 5, by the end of week 4, you should be in level 5. Now, then you have 4 supervisors. You have 4 strong people that have people they are now supervising. What happens next? The next thing for you is just for you to keep doing the same thing. On the 28th and for the next 7 days, you should organize a nice event for your team, either online or offline, to congratulate them. By doing that, they will be happy. You are putting up a system for them to recognize them, because by then they are in level 4. They are coming to 5. And by the time they are hitting 5, you congratulate them. And we are sure by now you are so excited because you're already hitting level 6. And I want to tell you why I'm stopping at level 6 for this. Now already you have 16 supervisors. Look at them. Your 4 giants are here. These are the 16 supervisors you are having, because each of them also have provided a supervisor. Then you can now what? The next, by the middle of next month, we that are here should be relaxing. And that is when you can now start your lifestyle. Because just look at it every week. Just imagine you circle out all levels every week. That is over 475,000. Because you'll be having over $763 that week. Imagine from your level 1 to level 6, everything is being signed up, like it's being filled up. You recycle out level 1 to level 6 in just a week, just once. That is over 453,000 or thereabouts. Just imagine in a week you are being paid over 400,000. Then the lifestyle will come. Then you can start relaxing. But don't forget that while you're relaxing, you still need to check on them. You need to check on the system so that they also duplicate on the same thing. This is what the 90 days we are about to start is all about. So I'm very sure by doing so, you need to ensure that you inculcate so many things to them so that they can actually get to understand. There are a lot of material, a lot of trainings. You need to let them go out for training. Now, some WhatsApp trainings are going to be coming out free. Not all of these things are going to be coming out free, but there are some things that you actually need to promote, which you need to teach them. Like we talk about landing page. You can go outside there to create landing page. You can do advert banners. You can do advert video. You can do a lot of testimony. You know, many of you are cashing out money, but you are not screenshotting. You are not having evidences for yourself. A time will come, you need to do your own testimony. Like people need to see it. When you don't have all of these things, it might affect, because as at that time, it is your testimony that they will be using. Like, this is my hotline making money. I am under this man. When this man doesn't have testimonial, then what are they going to show? Because your testimony is going to be giving them more results. So we need to keep all of that. And these are the things that we are going to be providing at the MetaForce Africa for everybody. We've created so many landing pages for some persons, adverts, videos, banners, mentorship, and digital skills. All of these are actually what you need to move to the next place. So the 90 days challenge is actually very easy for us to attain. So let's look at how much do we even think we can actually earn in this 90 days challenge. Let me just show it to us. Now, I'm going to be talking about, let's assume that we are not even reactivating. Let us assume that we are just moving to the end of the 90 days. Okay, they move from level 1 to level 2 to level 12. Look at this. By the time your level 1 is being filled up, remember, you upgrade to level 2. You are charged $10, you earn $5 net profit. So if you continue the system like that, level 10, you earn $30, you pay $20 to level 3, you earn $10. Now, on this alone, on this net profit alone, at the end of 12 weeks, which is the end of our 90 days challenge, you'll be getting $13,895. $13,895. Now, if you now look at, let's say they now recycle, look at level 1 will be able to recycle like 12 times. Now, level 2 is able to recycle 11 times like that. What will you have? You're going to get over 105,990. This is actually what we are talking about these 90 days. So, guys, this is exactly what the 90 days is all about. It's all about you to be focused, and not only that, for you to follow this map out strategy. Thank you.